Let me ask a real question, and I'm not being sarcastic. When you make an independent film, what is the plan? Not the dream, not the hope, not the one day, the plan. Because a lot of indie filmmakers are still operating on a story that barely exists anymore. And the reason this matters is simple. Hope feels good, but hope doesn't pay the bills. And I'm saying this as someone who loves the art. I also love the people making it: actors, crew, producers, the people giving years of their lives to something they believe in. That's why I'm speaking like this. I'm not doing it to crush you. I'm doing it to keep you from building a fantasy that quietly burns everybody around you. Most indie filmmakers, good people, talented people, are subconsciously betting on one of four things. Number one, we'll be discovered. Two, a festival will change everything. Three, a distributor will take over. Four, a streamer will buy it. And listen, that used to happen sometimes, rarely, but sometimes. Today, it almost never happens the way you think it does. What happens today is usually this: the film gets made, money gets spent, everyone celebrates. Then the film gets uploaded somewhere, and then silence. No audience plan, no leverage, no back end reality, no ownership strategy, no long term monetization. And the only person guaranteed to make money? Not the filmmaker, not the crew, not the actors. The middle layer, the gatekeepers who monetize your optimism. I'm speaking to you as a friend. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most indie films today are not businesses. They're expensive business cards. A lot of filmmakers don't want to learn the business because the moment you learn it, it forces a brutal question. Is this a career plan? Or is this a personal dream I'm asking other people to bankroll with their time? And that's why business conversations trigger people. Not because business is evil, because business shatters the fantasy. And I get the fantasy. I do. The fantasy is emotionally protective. It lets you keep moving even when the numbers don't make sense. But we don't get to build our dreams by pretending math doesn't exist. So here's how an executive producer thinks. No bull, no ego, just reality. If you're making a film or series, the plan has to answer these questions before you hit record. 1. Who is the audience, and how are you reaching them? Not everybody. Be specific, because everybody is how you end up with nobody. Number 2, what is the business model? Ad rev, SVOD, TVOD, licensing, bundling, brand partnerships, educational, merch, IP expansion? If you can't describe the money path in plain language, it's not a plan. Number 3, what do you own? And can you prove it? This is where people get allergic, so I'll say it clean. If you don't have a chain of title, you don't have an asset. You have a project that can't travel. Number 4, can you actually deliver it at professional standards? Tech specs, audio requirements, QC realities, proper masters, clearances. If your deliverables are we'll figure it out later, later becomes very expensive. Number 5, what happens after release day? Because if your strategy is post the poster and hope the algorithm kisses you, that's not strategy. Superstition. A plan isn't a vibe. A plan is a sequence. Now I'm going to say the part that makes people mad because it needs to be said. Some of you are building your dream on free labor. Actors working for free, crew working for free, people doing favors, everybody donating their life hours because you promised exposure, IMDb credits, and this could be huge. And then when the film lands on a platform, the filmmaker takes a victory lap, while everyone else quietly goes back to their day job, broke and exhausted, telling themselves it was for the art. That is not leadership. That is not a career. That is not community. That is a gamble funded by other people's time. I'm not saying this to shame you. I'm saying it because I respect artists too much to let them be used as fuel for somebody else's fantasy. I understand it sounds different coming from me rather than a bro in a hoodie and a microphone, but let me be crystal clear. I am not anti-art. I am anti-delusion. I'm not saying don't make your film. I'm saying don't make your film with no plan and then act shocked when it doesn't turn into a career, because the industry isn't going to save you. A festival isn't going to adopt you. A platform is not going to rescue you. A platform is a shelf. That's it. It's not a miracle. It's a shelf, you guys. And I say this because of my 25 years of experience and then what I witnessed working with studios. So here's the challenge. Before your next project, write the plan like an executive producer, like someone who expects to recoup, not just to post. If your film disappeared from streaming tomorrow, could you relicense it? Could you prove that you own it? Could you deliver it cleanly to a real buyer? Could you turn it into IP that lasts? If the answer is no, then you don't own a scalable asset. You own a moment. And moments don't build careers. If you want to stop gambling and start building, you need ownership first filmmaking, paperwork, deliverables, strategy, and a real audience plan so you can create art and keep control. That's the difference between a hobby and a business. And that difference is where your freedom lives. I'm Queen Berserker, Krista Grotti Saxon, and I will see you at filmmakerberserk.com.